Witworks Experiment is an initiative to promote the culture of invention, involve the brightest minds in product design and development, and understand the way collaborative thinking works. We got together a group of 25 students from the product design class of IIT Kharagpur and made them come up with ideas that could solve some everyday practical problems.
The ideas that came forth were amazing, ranging from a wallet that would never be stolen to a cup that would never spill over. These amazing ideas were then evaluated by the group of 25 students themselves to bring out the top 3 ideas that we chose to develop.
The whole idea of this was to solve problems. We weren't doing stuff just for the sake of coming up with a product. We were actually trying to solve a problem out here.
After the students went ahead and submitted their ideas on the Witworks portal, we made them present their ideas to the rest of the group so that they could explain what they were thinking while coming up with those ideas. At the same time, the rest of the group got to evaluate their ideas on certain parameters.
During the community review, we actually got to know what people think about those problems and do they really face those problems, and are those problems only confined to us or is it there for the entire society?
We picked the top 3 ideas and divided the group of students into 3 teams to work towards the final product.
This is where the fun began. 25 students, 36 hours, 3 teams and 1 product. The first step in designing a product was to generate an extensive user needs list. The students sat down to think of every single possible way in which the product would be used and the various needs that the user has with respect to it. Once the needs list was ready, the students got down to generating concepts which would cater to the needs of the user.
You know, you come to that there is so much thinking and evaluation and assessment that goes into making even small things. We've been putting our brains together for like 36 hours and this whole time period of the working in a time frame, that is also very exciting part.
We've learned how do you come up with a product and how do you come up with different concepts for the product, because normally what used to happen was the first thing that actually comes to our mind, we used to just draw that thing and it's done with it. But now we actually sit down, we come up with another 20-30 concepts and then we discuss on those concepts, we argue and then we come up with something that's maybe might be a combination of 10 or 15 concepts, and that is something that's totally innovative and something that the user wants.
After this came the grueling task of selecting the best concept and generating a prototype and a 3D model for it. The prototype and the 3D model helped them understand if their product and their choice was the best possible solution.
There was a series of interactions, deliberations, arguments, thinking, rethinking before the students could come up with a final solution.
Breaking the conventions of hiring a designer and just giving him everything, and the final design product is a brainchild of only one single person. I'm so glad that someone took the initiative of indirectly going to the people and making them a part of the design process.
It was really interesting to understand the nuances of the community reviewing each other's ideas, a time-bound product design process, and watch students work together towards a common design goal.
In this entire exercise, there was a lot to learn for both of us. While the students got to have a real-life experience of designing a product, we got to validate our own Witworks product development model.
What this exercise has really taught us is how you come together and design a product.
Within 36 hours, we had the chance to go to the entire process and have a product in front of our eyes.
I would want a product designed by me and my group in the market so that I can actually tell other people, I've designed this specific product and please buy this stuff, and it will actually have my name on it.
The entire motive of this thing is, I believe, solving problems which will really be helpful for people and they can bring some good to the world.
And most importantly, these products will make a difference.
Also, you don't need to be a professional designer to come up with an idea. Anyone can be an inventor.
And this is the essence of collaborative invention. That's too cool. Actually, awesome. This could be like the next big thing. Or like, what do you think?